The fight against Shavkat proves to me that I'm better than I think I am. Consistency, I believe, is the biggest thing in this sport that people don't pay attention to. And if an opportunity arises, I'm going to take it and I'm going to win this world title. When I feel like my name is in the conversation of the greatest of all time, I will hang up my gloves and try to play professional golf. I believe I'm the best in the world and I can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. That to me is the most important.
Yo, this is Dustin Poirier.
Bienvenido a Fight Mind.
Su Fight Mind.
Bienvenue, so fight mine.
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
We really wanted to have an interview with you because there are so many interesting questions that we have for you. So the first one that we have is like, we always consider losses as very important, and you had one against Shavkat, and then you came with an impressive win. Did this fight taught you something? Because it was your first loss, so is it something that you learned?
The fight against Shavkat proves to me that I'm better than I think I am.
Okay, good.
That's my biggest lesson from that fight. That on short notice against the scariest guy in the world in the division and in the welterweight division, I went out there and I proved to the world how good I am, and I'm better than I think I am. So that's what I took away from that fight.
There is something that really impresses me a lot, scares me a bit for you, to be honest, is that every time you come up and you, even on short notice against the craziest fighters, you're always there. You fought like literally 2 weeks ago and you're here again making weight.
Yeah.
Aren't you a bit afraid of going a bit too fast? Because you're young. What I mean by that is like, maybe on your body, maybe you need a bit of prepare, maybe time off also. For I see your child and your wife and everything. You don't think that you need a bit of time off?
I think opportunity is such an amazing part of life. And if there's an opportunity for you to go from one fight, you got to think about this. I took the fight against Carlos Prates on 3 weeks' notice.
Indeed.
I didn't do a lot of training.
Indeed.
I might have had a 25-minute fight, but I didn't get hit a lot. I didn't take a lot of damage. I went out where I dominated the fight against him, and now I'm here. And if an opportunity arises, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to win this world title.
Indeed.
So for me, what a storyline. What a heist. The biggest heist in UFC history. Ian Machado Garry fights on back-to-back notice, and now he's the world champion. That to me is exciting.
Yes.
It's in energy. That for me, I want to focus on that. And look, these boys are professionals. I believe both of them will show up, but we've seen stranger things happen in this sport.
We really have. That would be a crazy
Exactly. Look, now we've got the story. He took a fight back, like short notice against Shavkat. Then he takes another fight, short notice against Prates. Then he jumps in 2 weeks notice against the world champion or whoever it is and goes out there and wins the belt.
Indeed.
Storyline.
But then here, you just come for the belt. So would you just come even to replace Belal too? Or because this is like pretty complicated, you know?
Listen, if someone pulls out this weekend, there's a belt on the line. It doesn't matter who's on.
Oh,
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Okay,
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Okay, good. And then coming back to your Prates fight, to be honest, when I saw this team, it's a scary team, to be honest. Like, to me, it's a very impressive team. I know that you love Brazil, so you probably knew way more about them than I do. And to come up like this, I knew that Prates had two big weapons, let's say, of course his left and then also his knee. But, you know, like, I was impressed by his cardio, impressed by so many things that I was like, I didn't see this way it would come.
Yeah.
Is there something that surprised you? Or is there something that you knew it would be like this? Like,
no, he's a fighter. That guy knows how to fight.
Yeah, he does.
And all these people who talk about cardio and him smoking, the guy's been doing it for so long. I don't think he knows he has to do more than everyone else.
Yes.
Because he is at a disadvantage when he smokes, and he knows that. But I believe he is as game gets. He's a fighter. He knows how to fight. And when you put him in an octagon in front of thousands of people, he's just going to show up and give you everything he's got. So he was as game as anyone I've ever fought. He felt very, very dangerous. Energy-wise, I felt how dangerous he was. And I went out there and I still beat him.
Yeah, you did. Fair and square, fair and square. I'm also interested in understanding how you choose to team your team now, because you have been changing sometimes teams. Are there specific things that you look into a team for your career? Because Chute Boxes now is like really Brazilian style. Is there something that you're looking for, like the feeling of belonging, maybe? Because of course now there is this thing, you know.
I want people to be around me who care about me. I want people to surround me who love me and want to help me reach the highest level that I can reach. Yes. There's people like Damian Maia, for example. Yes, he's one of the greatest grapplers we've ever seen in the sport. In my mind, the greatest. But that man cares. And when I show up, he gives me all the time in the world. He sits down, he sends me videos, he talks to me about technique for hours upon hours upon hours.
Yes.
And I can feel the care he has for me. Diego Lima and all the boys that shoot the box, the love that they have, you can feel it.
I felt it.
You can feel it. And for me, that matters so much more to me than anything else. Is people who genuinely care and want to see you succeed and will do anything they possibly can to help you reach the highest goal that you can achieve. That to me is the most important. There's a reason I travel the world with my family, my wife, my child by my side. There's a reason I surround myself with people that I want to work with. It's because I see the love and the care they have, and that matters more to me than anything else.
Yeah, I totally agree. To be honest, I had the chance to make an interview like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago with the team, and they do care. Like you see it with the hair, you see it when they're all together, etc. There is a Brazilian vibe.
There's a tribal element to it. They want to see everyone succeed. There's no selfishness there. They all want everyone to be the best they possibly can be. And yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to be a part of it, and it's an honor to call them my team and my family.
We are hearing, like, just to talk a bit in general, like we are hearing Ilya might want to retire at 32, so pretty young.
Yeah.
You're also very young. Let's say you become champion soon. Would you like to retire young, or would you like to last a way longer?
Listen, when I feel like my name is in the conversation of the greatest of all time, I will hang up my gloves and I'm going to go do everything I possibly can to try to play professional golf. That's my goal. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to play the best golf courses known to man, and I am going to spend my days out on the beautiful green courses, and it's just going to be easy living for me.
Okay.
So as soon as I'm at that point where I believe I've gotten to that level, where I am cemented as one of the greatest of all time, then, and only then, will I hang up the gloves.
What do you think it would take from you from here to have that status? Like, what would it look like? And say, okay, if I become, I don't know, a two-division champion?
I don't know. I find the greatest of all time weren't two-division champions. GSP, for example, I know he inevitably won the second, but he dominated the welterweight division. John Jones inevitably won the second belt, but dominated his division. To be the greatest, I believe you need to go over and over and over your division. I feel like you need to take out the young prospects. You need to beat the old bulls that have been there for so long, that have that veteran championship experience. You need to be able to beat the young, you need to be able to beat the old, and you need to do it over and over again. Yes. Israel Adesanya went through his division. There was almost no one else. And then there's new talent that comes up. There's a new person, there's a new storyline, there's a new prospect.
And sometimes even coming back after.
Exactly, and this is the thing. And there's storylines. You know, he loses to Pereira, he then comes back and beats him. That's story, that's legacy. So I mean, that adds to it. So for me, I believe like in the next 3 to 4 years, I will have between 10 to 15 fights.
Okay.
That will mean I'll have
That's a lot.
Mate, look, I've been in the UFC for 4 years, coming up in 4 years in November.
Yes.
I've had 10 fights.
It's true. It's true. I mean, you're here.
I'm as active as active gets. Yes. I approach the sport differently with a different mentality from an athletic and professional point of view. And I want to be consistent. Consistency, I believe, is the biggest thing in the sport that people don't pay attention to. I want to be the best in the world. That means I want to beat people like Bilal. I want to beat people like Jack. I need to beat the best in the world to earn that status of the greatest of all time. Inevitably, I do see myself getting a second belt, but that will be in 3, 4, 5 years' time.
Okay, good. Talking about the way of which you fight, to me, you're really like a mind fighter. Yes. What I mean by that is like the analyze, the work you put in, etc., can be overlooked sometimes. And I'm wondering, can you tell us a little bit about your process? Because we have seen now this new generation that comes up. It's not just being like, I'm good at this, I'm going to do that, and then fuck it. It's just like, 100%. No, I want to analyze the person that is in front and do it. Yep. And here, you're here, and there are two potential people that you could fight. So are you studying both? What are you doing?
Well, you have to be. If I'm here to back up, I've agreed to fight Bilal and I've agreed to fight Jack. I've agreed to fight both of these guys. If one of them falls out, I've agreed to be there because I want to test myself against the greatest in the division. And both of these guys are phenomenal. I need to be ready for that. So I focus on how can I be the best version of me if I fight both of these guys? Yes. What holes can I see in both of their games to exploit? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
For example, Jack is a boxer.
Yes.
Jack's a very, very good, tidy boxer. A lot of power, likes to use a lot of combinations. How would I stop him from getting his momentum? Bilal's very good at mixing it up. He gets in, he gets close, he uses his hands, uses the wrestling. How can I stop that? And how can I make me look the best I possibly can? There's many, many options. There's many, many ways that you can make it happen. I focus on whatever I believe is the simplest route to victory.
But my question is more like, Bilal, let's take the example. Bilal has a very good, let's say, ground game, you know, like, no, let's more like cage fighting, you know?
He's very good at position.
Blocking you.
He focuses on position over submission, and he grinds people. Yeah,
exactly, he grinds, he tires you up, etc. Jack is totally different.
Yes.
So, you know, to prepare for one fighter is totally different than preparing for another. I know that you're well-rounded, so this is why it's easier, you know, like, to be like, okay, I have to adapt that, you know?
I believe I'm the best in the world, and I can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Okay, good.
That's it. If whoever is in that octagon on Saturday night, if I'm needed to fight on Saturday night, I'll find a way to win. That's what I love. I love to fight. I'm born to fight. This is what I love more than anything else in the world. So if an opportunity arises where I have to step in that octagon on Saturday night, I'm going to find a way to win.
Okay, good. I've got two last questions, then I'm over. That's it. If you could talk to Ian Garry like from 15 years ago, what would be the thing that you would say to him?
Trust in yourself. You know everything. Enjoy the journey.
Perfect. And then last one thing. Actually, Chris doesn't know that we got the interview with you. And I know that you have quite some past with him. Yes. So I don't know if you want to tell him a message. For those who don't know, actually, he was about to corner you, but he was busy like during the cage fighting fight. I don't know if you want to tell something to him.
Chris, you are a great friend. We miss you, we love you, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you for being an awesome human. And yeah, from me to you, you're amazing.
Thank you very much, really.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Merci à toi d'avoir regardé la vidéo jusqu'au bout. Nous sommes actuellement en train de réfléchir au futur projet Fight Minds. Ces projets nous motivent car ils permettront de se rencontrer en voyageant ensemble pour voir des UFC ou au travers de séminaires MMA. Pour cela, nous aimerions mieux connaître notre communauté. Nous t'invitons donc à répondre à un rapide questionnaire que tu trouveras en description de la vidéo. Nous en profitons pour rappeler que nous sommes ambassadeurs des marques NUTRIMUSCLE et ÖKO. Cela signifie que si tu achètes chez eux en passant par nos liens, tu aides la chaîne à se développer. NUTRIMUSCLE a une mission claire, rendre la nutrition sportive accessible en respectant les plus hauts critères de qualité. Chaque ingrédient est sélectionné pour préserver leur pureté et chaque produit se limite au minimum d'ingrédients nécessaires. Rejoins Morgan Charrière, Benoît Saint-Denis et Fight Minds dans la team NUTRIMUSCLE en profitant d'une réduction via notre code promo NMA_FM5. Le lien vers leur site est en description de cette vidéo. ÖKO produit des gourdes filtrantes éco-responsables. Le filtre ÖKO traite l'eau pour la purifier et la rendre saine à la consommation. Les polluants, pesticides, métaux lourds, mauvaises bactéries et autres contaminants sont efficacement filtrés. La gourde ÖKO a un côté ultra pratique et aussi économe. On arrive à 10 centimes le litre d'eau, voire moins, grâce à notre code promo FMOKO qui offre 10% de réduction.